Hello, everybody. Wanted to chat with you first, but there we go. I will do it again here. Hello, everyone, and share the love. Okay, and here's some love for you guys. Hello, everybody. Let's recognize people in the chat. Okay, the Braves are in chat. So thanks for your bravery, you guys here. Kristen, Crystal, and CF. Thank you guys for being here. So you guys yesterday kind of like put a very good. I want to say thank you for raising the bar because today's video is gonna be, yeah, maybe it's gonna be too long, and maybe we're gonna dive deep, but also fly high. The more deep we'll go, the more we'll fly. So, hi, Brooklyn. Thank you for being here. Um, Thank you for everyone. And I'm waiting for Shadow to come in. Wanted to ask Shadow if he can reach me on the Facebook and do something for him. Uh, Hi, CJ. CJ, by the way, thank you for watching the Astrology Gravitational Daily Report. I appreciate you being there. And let's go dive in. Just to remind you what today topic is, because it's involving a lot of things. It's complex in a way, but I will try to get you as simple as possible. Because of the more we make the things simple, the best is going to be for all of us to rise up. That's why we are in this kind of dimensions to make the things more easy compared to make the things more complicated. Hi, Diana. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for guys being here. So today is integrating with true self in our soul aspects and timelines. Uh, this is involving so many things. Before you do an integration with your true self, you have to become the true self. But the way you become your true self, you have to integrate yourself so many other things before you actually final product as you is your true self to integrate with. So what is a integration? Okay, I got some of my notes here. So integration is the process of balancing your psyche to become whole and developing ego organized identifications of self. That is when you recognize the ego things from in yourself for a higher perspective and to change from within you. But how you change is by using the word integer. And the word integer, the other word for integration, is that something that you complete by itself. So basically, that is a another word for integration. It's for you to do your self work. Let me close the window because there is some guys that doing construction here. Forgot about it. Hi, Brenta. And CJ, trying to learn astrology. Okay, we can talk about it. I can give you kind of like something. So if you want to learn the astrology, that's great. I'm kind of like happy to hear it. But the whole in integer, okay, it is to be intact, whole. All right. But the word Gratian, it's another word of irritation. That's what annoys you. And what annoys you from within, it's your ego. So when your ego is irritating you, you're looking from within your soul and you go ahead and evaluate yourself. You become your true self. Okay. And then you create these integrations from within because of the true self. All right. So, what is a true self? That is a combination of by the person to be the best version of self. Okay, and to look at it, the soul aspects of this, there is a five core values of this soul aspects. Okay, I'm talking about psychology wise. The first one is biological. What is your within your DNA? What is the family imprint from within you? Family issues, or also a something that it's in passed through the genes. That could be a family sicknesses as well. All right. Psychodynamics. That is a the part within you that to the dynamics of within the psychology, you go ahead and reach your evolutionary psychology. That is why you're here. You want to evolve. You want to be good. You want to be all right. Hi, Crystal. Thank you for being here. Uh, Behavioral. That is your how you behave. You can behave from ego to a super ego, or you can behave from soul to a super soul. Okay. Cognitive. That is the operations within your brain. Okay, that could be involved memory, the way you perceive stuff, your perception is there, your attentions. Okay, and then is a humanistic situation, which is biology, how you react as a human. All right, so to go from within you, uh, the true self. Mm, that's better. My throat is drying. To become the true self, you look at it, the truth from within you. The true self is when you say everything in you without filters, but not only to others, but to the yourself as well. Maybe the people they look at you strangely. Maybe they look at you like you're out of this world, or something's wrong with your cuckoo up here. Maybe they think you're cuckoo or so on, but you tell them the truth. And once you tell the truth and you begin to live within the truth, you become one within your true self. You're developing your true self. When you begin to develop your true self, all right, you're looking for this combinations processes from within you that you have to put together. Um, since the whole question is about the timelines is exactly depending of you. There is no like timelines that for a hi Johnny, thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. Thank you. Glad to see you here. I'm glad that you made it. Um, So if you worry about the timelines are determined by the amount and the effort you're reaching to become your true self. That is the amount of inner work you put in. But the amount of inner work that you put in depends of the truth from within. So, for example, you recognize the red flags from the ego or your super ego from within, and you look at where did you got them from. That is the part of your behavior, the way you behave in life. Okay. The ego can begin from egoistic manipulations, cheatings, and so on, and lies and crooked things, and so on. Depends of your ego or your super ego. Um, and right there, you go and looking from within you, and you'll reach to the soul, or when you become an awakened, you become the super soul. You look into that super collective soul within the universe, and you kind of like become that super soul. Hi, beloved Empress. Thank you for being here. uh, you look at it, these situations, and you change your behaviors. Then those behaviors within your brain that change, it creates a new patterns. We can say the mirroring neurons, and help you to overcome whatever you might got as biological situations. That is the way you kind of like a counterpart things there from the family, that family karma and situations, and or something that it's been inheriting through the DNA. And then you're looking at from within yourself, and you're reaching the state of a evolutionary psychology. You are now focused on evolution, to evolve, to go in. And the true self, the more evolves, the more you become your true self. That's what this new patterns, specifically this new cycle that we are going in, increase the vibrations higher. I mean, the vibes now are all over the place because of what's going on in the sky. Okay, we got some intense energies, but we also have the energies of transformations. If you haven't looked at the astrology reports that I made, go ahead and look at them. All right. Um, After that, you're looking at the memory, the perceptions that you have, attentions of the things that goes on, and what did you got from within. But through all this mix and match understanding from within yourself, you begin to build version of all this. And when you begin to build that versions, while you're building it, okay, you evolve. So every time you evolve, you become more and more and more and more true to yourself. And that integration is a non-stop process to integrate everything new from within you, because it's constantly parts of evolution. This process of integration, okay, it is improving yourself, become a true self, but also integrate with your new self while once you get the truth from within. Every truth you bring from within, it's evolving a new integration with that truth. And every truth increase your vibes, increase your energies, increasing everything, because you're increasing your behaviors, you're increasing your brain activity, you're increasing your human position, you're increasing your biology parts from within. Your body feels better, your everything feels better. Hi, Margaret. Good morning to you. So, the whole process, though, involve this gration, this irritation. You always find something that irritates you. Those are the things that you need to work on it. That is the part of the lessons that needs to be done. So once you understand the lesson, you're looking at within your soul, and then you integrate it from within the soul. You're accepting it within the soul. Something irritates you. Why does it irritate in you? That is the first questions. Why? What triggers in me? Oh, something that has not been healed. And all this process of the true self, when you become a version of your true self, it's require one thing, a healing. That's what one of the reason is during this integration, you cannot integrate with something that you have not healed. So here you go, you have to go and heal things. Heal things usually of things that happen in the past, not in the present. The present is the effect, the cause is in the past. So a lot of us looking at in the past, those are past relationships, those are past experiences, those are our stages in life. Maybe we go back and we look at our stage of things that we did, learning lessons. Maybe we learned in the wrong path. Maybe we were in the right path. People who look at it that they've been in the wrong path, guess what? They do realizations and they change themselves if they want to. People who's been in the good path, they look at it how they suffer because somebody hurt them. So they change their behavior path. They evolve from within. Maybe all this can go from now as a timeline, as the present, all the way until creations, till birth. All right. It's a huge way of timeline. I explained them to some of the video a long time ago how you do healing. Okay. I'm going to bring the widescreen here because I have to write it down for you guys. Okay. So, I'm waiting tomorrow to have the new desk because I can't put anything out here. So, for example, you find yourself here. Okay, I will put myself, I'm a 48 years old. Okay, so this was the timeline that I was supposed to go in, but I didn't because nothing in my life is right. So now I go back to year 46. I go back to year 40. I go back to year 36. I go back to year 28. I go back to year 20, year 15, year 7. Okay. So now I go back all the way. I do my reset. Okay. And now, since I'm 48, all right, I'll go ahead and look at it, my cognitive situation, which is the memory, the perceptions, and the attention that I had. Because through this experience, I relearn things. Okay. I'm looking at my behaviors, I'm looking at my human things, I'm looking at my biological stuff. And now, when I put everything together, what is that? What the integration is of the new self. I am here now, right in here, continue on my path, not the path that society built. Now it's self built for it. And when that's self built right here, you are going to have integration with universe because now you understand and working with the universe. Okay. So if I'm you, take a look at this diagram, get a piece of paper, whatever your issue is. For example, your issue may be a money. Write it down, all those years. Put your years, and what did you do with money? What did you understand about money? Understand the proper things about money, reset it, and fix yourself here. If that issue, okay, is your relationship, go back, review, change, reset, and come here. That's the power of this. Okay. So the timeline of doing this and uniting within your soul here, because you are here and that superego that was created by society, the timeline, it all depends of how serious are you rolling your sleeves and you get to work. It could happen. A lot of the twin flames experience this. If you're not a twin flame, you probably won't understand what I'm telling you. But if you are a twin flame, you're experiencing this within a matter of a days after ignition. You experiencing that power of some kind of magical improvement of understanding about love. It just happened like all of a sudden, because during the ignition you're activating all these soul aspects from within you. So be careful within yourself, but during the process of transition, accept your transition at the current moment, because you might have a transition that it's coming and you are right now here. Well, guess what? Accept that you're here. You may have a transition that you are right here. Accept that you're here. Don't just focus on this right away. Deal with everything you got through life. That is right here is to reevaluate what you did. It's called revaluation of your karma. And this is why the situations that we have right now with an astrological position is this. There is no consequences. That two people here in the room yesterday talking about integration. I don't believe in the consequences. There is no such a thing as the consequences. So take a look at this diagram. It will help you. Whatever issues you have, take it, write it down, look at where you are, reset yourself, and get to this. And we go through this visualization, memory. Older version of yourself steps into the past to heal the child, older version of you. Yes, exactly. Because every time you build your new self here, Diana, you built yourself. Guess what? This here, that 20-year-old version of you that was done by the society, okay, it's going to go away. But guess what? You're going to heal the version of you 20 years old that should have been. If you don't heal that, guess what? It begins to interact within you. It's going to say, hey, here's the problem. I did something when I was 20. Hey, I did something when I was 36. And that is within your subconscious. It doesn't give you inner peace. That's the issue. You look at it, what doesn't give you peace from within, and guess what? That's what's going to be right in here, somewhere down the line. But once you healed, okay, that's not going to bother you anymore. And you're going to be working the next issue and the next issue and the next issue. And this can come, by the way, all depends of one thing. Truth in you for you. It will require to be 100% honest to yourself. No gimmicks, no games, no, maybe I'm not like this, none of that crap. And that's what this integration it's needed, because in order to become your true self, you got to work with the truth, not with something else. This is constant work, though. We have done this, but it seems that we have to look again and again to integrate ourselves as whole healthy soul. Yes, truth is running the whole show, no doubt. Yeah, but the process of integrating it, okay, it is about you integrate in the same time you build. It's the path of life. Okay, Diana. So, for example, okay, you're looking at the tissue that was back when you were 40, for example. Okay, you haven't healed it. Guess what? It's going to bother you. You can be moved forward, can evolve past by this. Okay, but the time is passing by. So now you kind of like feel stuck in here at the age of 40 and you're thinking about what's going on. Some people, they are stuck in the age of 7. Maybe they have a trauma of the inner child and they're stuck there. That doesn't help them to evolve to this position. So they have to look at the childhood trauma to fix it. Okay. But yes, exactly. The realization, okay, with this, the realization, all right, it is the one that leads you path to become more and more of true self. The more and more you become your true self, the more integration you're going to have from within, and the more integration you're going to have with universe. You turning yourself from human being to universe being. And that is happening when you improve all this. So that is a very good exercise that can help you. All right. Hi, Maria. Thank you for being here. Guys, I'm just going to get something here to wipe that screen off. So, looking at some for more questions on this, guys. I try to put this big giant thing on a very simple way because a lot of the people looking at into complications and they're looking at everything to make it harder. But inside of you, if you look at it, your ego, your super ego, the super ego is a part of finding the reasons, finding and create some more issues. Okay, the more issues, there is a more cause, and the more causes you have, the more effect you have, and now you have excuses for those causes, and that's why the ego always have an excuses. However, the soul looking at for the effects that you have to go through and finds the solutions, okay, then it creates a cause that's going to affect your evolution, that will affect your true self, and through the true self unite within yourself. So mio, oh, amore mio, amore dio. Okay, okay. Yeah, I love the name. Um, So thanks, Junior. Well, probably he likes it so much because yeah, kittens loves me. I have one street cat here. I named her Maggie, and Maggie is coming in, and when I open the window, she knows it's feeding time, and sometimes she sits across the street and in a parking lot and waits. So yeah, I always been good with kittens and dogs and so on. As long as the dogs doesn't have a behavior issues, then no problem for it. But sometimes the dogs can be challenged. So is the cat. You need to be very careful because some cats are very mean, very nasty. I mean, they can scratch you. They can come and they can attack you basically. So it depends if the cat is in its ego super ego or the dog is in ego super ego. So yeah, my kitty Mia comes to watch every day. Oh God, now we have a Mia Mio. Oh wow. Okay, well we have our blessings for the kittens. Yes, kittens are good. Kittens are good. So a part of integration also involves who are with, and we need to be objective concerned if our caregivers, parents, grandparents, ex-lovers, ex-mates. Yes, Diana, yes, because if you take a look, um, somebody who cares for us, the caregivers, and all of a sudden they let us go, we experiencing a lot of kind of like abandonment issues. Okay, people who are in their ego or super ego, they discarding people without any explanations. Okay, they just, you know what, I don't want to, this cannot continue, I don't want to do this anymore, I just, and you're like, okay, what did happen to it? But people who comes in, it's like, hey, listen, you're a grown person, it's time for you to take your own responsibility and accountabilities for yourself. I believe in it in you. Now you have to perform on your own self. Then that's a whole different story. Uh, Parents. There's been a lot of issues lately that comes from parents because the parents they can be a very very affecting you of what happens. The parents can be supportive or the parents can be non-supportive. Okay, supportive parents is they use inspirations, they help you, but they allows you to do the things on your own. Okay, do the things to grow. However, sometimes when there is so many situations from within family, maybe the one parent has a one, the other one has different, or situations in there that there is a difference of love or what love could be to the child, that could lead to situations. Grandparents, yes, I'm telling you, the grandparents that if you've been raised by grandparents like me, you will probably experiencing different things. Okay, but depends of the grandparents. You need to understand the grandparents raise your parents. Okay, so if they behave towards your parents one way, they can behave differently because they learn the mistakes they did to your parents. But you need to also understand that the grandparents, they can also repeat the same molding as they molded their child. It all depends of their understanding of what do they look like with ego or soul or super soul, depends on what it is. Um, so ex-lovers, yes, you need to understand the ex-partnerships. They could be positive in a way, but they can also, if you've been within a toxic relationship, that could be very to you. So toxic parents, that's manipulations, that is screw ups, cheating, that could be ego, specifically within a one connection. If the ego is involved, you will know in toxic parents that the ego or a super ego, you tell the word no. God bless your soul in there. Okay, but if the person is in their soul and their super soul, they will have this humanistic psychology behavior where they will understand why you say no. Okay, they will understand why you say no. All right, and ex-mates, yeah. If you having a boyfriend, girlfriend, specifically the very first time you were intimate, it's very important. The very first time where you were intimate, that could lead to situations from within. Okay, that could affect your intimacy life. That could affect the things that could be. Some people have intimacy issues because of For the male, that's rejections, when someone rejected them so bad. Um, or for the females, that could be forceful intimacy. That sometimes the females, they have a lot of fear later on to open up to a partner. So if you looking at within the ego or the super ego, the ego is going to prevent the person of being true self, to heal from within. It's very hard for a person who's been experiencing kind of like intimacy trauma to go ahead and heal themselves, because they have to go back within that wound and heal it from within. Some of the wounds, they can lead to post-traumatic stress disorder, and now when they're in a really relationships, now they screwing up because they haven't healed the issue. Okay, now the issue's coming up. For example, they are lacking intimacy. Not, we're not talking about sex, we're talking about intimacy. Okay, but if you're using your ego as a behavior or super ego, you probably want to have sex as a kind of like a venting part. Okay, releasing part, and you think that another partner will have a different behavior within you, and they can bring other things when you don't look that the problem is within you. But the soul says like, well, I was with this and this ex-lovers, and guess what, I still not satisfied. Maybe that's something within me. That's why this 100% true to yourself, to become your true self, is crucial. It's very crucial. So Dio, Mio, and Mia. Yeah, maybe if I have two kids, I'll name them Mio and Mia. Okay, they both mean mine, by the way. Okay, Mio means mine. Mia, she is mine. Okay, I won't go what Dio means. I learned that. Okay, it's Italians don't want to say my name. That's all I can tell you. Um, so, what are the consequences if we don't heal our former selves? The consequences of not healing your former selves is repeating the cycle. You keep repeating and reoccurring the same experiences. You recycle them. You go back in this cycle of hell. Keep repeating the same things, doing the same things, same situations. Okay, can you talk about the effects if someone skips out an important process? The effects that can lead to so many things. For example, if you've been having an issue of keep blaming everybody, that energy of keep blaming everybody rising in you. You continue looking to blame others, that energy conflicts within you. So more and more you're blaming others, that energy you giving it focus to, and it grows from within. And all of a sudden that it's coming to a point that nobody wants to work with you. So for example, if you've been lying, and someday someone caught you for all those lies, then everybody, for example, knows that you're lying. If you're a cheater, everybody knows that you're cheating, and nobody wants to have relationship with you. Those are heavy consequences, or consequences with money. You need to understand that people who kind of manipulate money and so on, they will never gonna have this beautiful happiness of having the money. They may have the money, but they're not satisfied with this, because a person who does that, they think the satisfaction is to have more. No, the satisfaction is solving the issue of understanding about what money is and the value of it. So people who skips this out, they just going around the corners without solving the issues, and they think that by going like cut corners or go around or things like this. No, this is like, for example, let me give you an example, because I live by the Black Sea. Okay, um, it, I can drive for like 20 minutes and be at the sea and the beach and lay down and being relaxed. Okay. But for example, you want to go out in the sea and you want to have a boat ride, but you're like, I don't want to pay for a boat ride. So now I can kind of like cheat. I'm going to go around and see if somewhere it can get me for free. But there is no free rides in there. So guess what? You're trying and trying and trying, and nobody wants to give you a free ride because you have to pay for it. So you go into this circle around and you're trying to sneak into the boat or somehow, okay, because your ego still wants to do something, all right, compared to what the soul does. It is like, let me go get to work. I get a money and I can go be on a cruise line. That's what the super ego will, the super soul will do. I'm going to be on cruise line. I will be on the most expensive things that I can be, so I can have a great experience. And some other people's they're like this. Okay, they'll go around in life with around the issues without really put their work on it. So basically, they cheat to themselves. They are never their true self, and if they are never true self, they're lacking true love, true happiness, true understanding, and those vibrations that they have in them could affect their body instead of healing the biological part, okay, feeling the DNA, the family inheritance issues and or illnesses. Now they increasing them because they don't do the job. Um, Obviously, we cannot evolve, therefore, trapped. You may feel trapped. That's not called trapped, called stuck. But you can be trapped yourself, Diana. By the way, great questions. You know, everybody, give it a clap to Diana because she got those beautiful questions for you guys. Okay. Um, you need to take a look something specific. Okay. For example, if you're dealing with family issues, all right. I think this is going to be a very important for healing yourself, guys, because so here is because Diana says trap. So we are going to create a trap here. We are going to create kind of like a, we're going to create a cage. And here is you, the person. All right. So this cage is your knowing things. This knowing things, it could be comes in from someone who also have this cage. All right. And now, because this person is in this cage, they programming you, specifically if it is a parent, they programming you to be on this cage. This could be coming from society, parents, friends, anybody. Okay. Now, inside of you, outside of you, okay, within your true self, which is outside of this, okay. All right. Is that your true self? Wants to be free, wants to be happy. The Black Sea, the war zone, Ukraine versus Russia. I'm not gonna go there, Marshall. Okay. I will tell you that at some point, that whole territory was Ukraine, Russia, Caucasus. This is our land a long time ago. That was a Bulgarian land there of all Bulgaria. So we still alive Bulgarians, but territories belong to Ukraine and Russia. But really, historically, we have a lot of history in there, and hordes now in Bulgaria that there is a war there. Trust me. So I don't know if you guys see it. Okay, I think that is the best. Actually, you know what? I want to close the dry press, so that's gonna be better. So now this is your true self. That true self comes to dreams that come from desires to happy, better life, better opportunities, and so on. You want to be happy. You want to be happy. But you can be happy because you feel trapped. Of what? Because you know these things. So here is your ego, and here is your soul. So the way you become your true self is when you get irritated by your ego, or you getting irritated to the source of that programmation, you cut these ties here. Okay, you are go ahead and look into your soul. You understand your limitations and the wrong knowings, and now you become here and you reunite yourself with your soul, and now you become your true self. And you heal what you knew here. The damage that was done of being in this cage of the ego, you are healing yourself. So, I mean, that is the part of you guys want this integration, but that integration, you need to do it on your own. Your twin flame has to do it on your own. The only reason, okay, your flame is not with you, your twin flame is because they are still in the jail. They're not their true self. Lack of truth. The most of the people I'm talking about, the twin flames, it's because of that. Some truth it's missing. Could be missing a truth about biological or psychodynamics or humanistic psychology behaviors, cognitive, or whatever the situation might be. That's what twin flames, they have a hard time, because the twin flames, they understand that here is their super soul. Okay, or their higher self, and they have connections from here to here to here. You guys don't see it. All right, I said that you have connection from your ego, super ego, to your transitional self that you're working on it, to your higher self, to your super soul. And that integration doesn't happen for one day. However, you put the truth from within, it can happen in a month if you're looking for timelines. But it all depends of your level of being true to yourself. And that sometimes takes time. So it's all up to you. It's not up to your twin flame. In my 20s and younger, I was concerned with the future. I couldn't see the present. Now, after doing spiritual work and meeting twin flame and finding only living in the present, happy for future. Exactly. Exactly, Diana. Thanks. By the way, thanks for all of you because I stated yesterday that this topic it's gonna bring things more high of understanding, more high of vibrations, more high of things that it's coming because this is a path of you healing yourself by integrating everything that is within you. And by doing your self evaluation process, you doing that to become your best version of yourself. Okay. So, if you guys have some any more questions, I can take some. How did you guys like it, by the way? CF, yeah. I thought you're gonna write something like this because you sense it from within. In. Sometimes CF, I'm sensing you in the room, the energy of that you're in the same vibes. You're just looking at for confirmations. But sometimes CF, I'll put you on a spot here. It is about to overcome some kind of fear of doing things. And if you need help, I'm here for you. All right, just be honest. Brent was fantastic. Shadow, hi. Sounds like I missed something special. Inspirational Johnson. Hello, my friend. Exactly right, Dio. Yeah. Diana, yes, exactly. Hi, Inspirational Johnson. Thank you for being here. Shadow, yeah, it was important talk, but you can review the things. Hi, Cosmos. Thank you for being here. Yeah, the replay is gonna be good for you guys. But we are talking about if you guys have any issues of integrating in your own self to evolve to your higher self. So if you guys have some any questions about this from within, write them down. Tanya Tarasova, good morning, Dio. The land belong in terms and more than 5,000 pure people came from Siberia and Iran and along in Europe mixed up with others. The land belong in terms of a lot more than 5,000. Some of your people came from. Tanya, hi, how are you? I won't go there. I will look at the history. I won't go there. It's too much history on all that land. Okay. Only thing I know that Bulgarians created calendar, and we are of different year now. We're talking about 17,000 years ago, making calendar that it's more accurate than the current Julian calendar. So there is a lot of things. I won't go right there right now with this. Shadow, by the way, please find me on Facebook. I want to give something back for yesterday. I'll appreciate it. I have an astrology reading to do at 6 o'clock, which is like in an hour from now. And after that, I probably will be free for you. But other than that, just send me a message on the Facebook, and we'll see to do something for you. Okay. Uh, okay. Tanya, let's go back into the issues that we're talking about, integrations of soul. I won't go and battle it of what happened 5,000 years with all this land. Uh, I'm not doing it. I will appreciate it. So, okay. So, I want to say nothing right now, but anyway, I'll go back to the things. Uh, you're gonna find yourself of uh, there is something deep I need to find. Trying to figure out all the love here brings me closer to it every day. Yeah, yes, CF, that love. That is the leading part for it, and the love here, okay, that we are talking about is the energy. You cannot move anything without energy. Okay, since the love is the highest vibration, we can experience in love what we think it is. But the truth, the true love from within you, the true love within soul, the true love within divine, that is a vibration that is incredibly high. That is a divine energy that we have from within. But during our busy lives, we forgot to look from within for it. So that is this cases, these situations for it. So CF, take a look from within you. Do you have a fear of true love? Do you have a fear of being your truth? Do you have fear of being in this soul intimacy from within? Because the soul intimacy is actually something you're looking forward to it. That could be, that will become, that soul intimacy will begin everything for you. Soul intimacy leads above the union with your higher self, because the soul intimacy, that is to be truth with divine, with your relatives, with the people you are, and the people you go around. So those are the things you need to look for it. Those are the things. CJ, I know my areas are money and relationship and fears behind it. My mom was afraid of everything. So, CJ, you may be experiencing the family issue from within. Um, I will go ahead and take a look at it, aspects into psychology, and take a look at um, psychodynamics, um, or take a look at it. One of the things that we talk about it, because the fear of your mom could be passing into you, and now that fear from within you was inherited from your mother, and now uh, the only way you'll fix this is by working on yourself, being a self-independent, create enough decent income that you can have a better life that you live with no fear. And that's how you're going to overcome this. Okay. Alison Levi, these are awesome videos, Dio. Thank you. You're welcome, Allison. By the way, thank you for being here and coming to the chat. I appreciate it. Marshall, yes, long live. I have no issues with this. I don't have issues with that. Okay, I don't. But let's discuss this Ukraine issue some on the Facebook. Okay, now we have a different things, guys, and I will appreciate it if kind of like focus on what we are talking about. Hi, John. Thank you for being here. So we have the Dubai in the house. Thank you. What about souls and afterlife? Do we have to do type of healing work on the order for move on? Don't want to work where we're alive. The afterlife is what? 5D, 4D, 6D. Okay. Afterlife, it's hi, Unseen and Set. Thank you for being here. Afterlife, okay, I will go back to the primary things. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do something for you right now. I'm gonna bring something on the screen here. By the way, very good question. That picture is not that great. I'll find another one because you don't see this. Let me see a better picture. There it's from it and this. And okay, there's that picture a little bit better for you. Sorry for the little delay, but I'm doing something on the fly. So according to the old, I would say Christianity, okay, but also to some of the Egyptian beliefs and so on, when the soul passed away, there is a 40 days of judgment. So, for example, if you've been cheating or lying, so now the angels and the devils, they comes in and they look at what's going on, and it's bringing the truth. So when the truth comes out, he's been doing good of this. Now he's going through the angel. If you look at it here, though, now the person have did something wrong, and they have proof for the goods, but they have proof for the bad. Now, if you look at here, this person did so many issues. The angel doesn't have anything from it, but the truth, it stays here. So, what happens after life, Diana? Okay, let me get the questions again. After life is you realizing of the things that you did and you haven't done, and all the situations that happens in a 6D. And usually what happens is you go back and you finish the work that you need to do. Okay. There is some healing work of the things that's been in the past, of the things that you heal. So there is a healing work in order. But there is also things that you probably didn't did. And you come back here with a luggage, a karmic luggage. So that karmic luggage could be very heavy on you because certain things that has been repeat over and over through the years, you kind of like pile them in your bag. Those are issues that you want to work with. So that's what this will happen. 4D is the duality that helps you determine things. And the 5D is the energy that tells you go ahead and change, go ahead and do the things. Okay. So I hope that would answer your question. Great to be here with everyone. I briefly felt that divine love. It was beautiful. I have been searching how to feel it again. Thanks, Unseen. Thank you. CF, I need to map myself on paper. This is going to get work out. I feel like I need help to work to do myself first. I'm grateful for the help and insight here. Okay, CF, if you need to help to reach out, I'm here for you, okay? Um, uh, so, Alison Levy, Solstice Blessing. Yeah, we guys have a solstice. Let's get this beautiful energy. The sun has got a divine energies with Pluto. That is about transformations. Let's look at our transformations. Let's look at this energy as more helpful. Let's look at it more things from within ourselves. Okay. And let's look at these situations. All right. Fix ourselves. So, John Johns, I cheated on my wife with my twin flame. Will I be judged for that? John, if you don't feel your wife anymore, but you had your twin flame, okay, and you know that was a really divine connection, not just something else, okay, John, who can judge you? The universe will tell you of things, okay? You need to understand the judge is not you, it's the universe. If it was meant to happen, things were meant to happen. Okay, especially if you're like don't have anything to do with the wife. Okay, then something else is coming up. But that lies from within you. The question is your self judgment from within you. If you feel guilty that you did something, why do you feel it? If you feel that it was the right thing, then you have the inner peace. So the one's going to lead you to the other. Okay. But if that was not really a twin flame or it was something else, for example, you might feel guilty. And take a look from within, because John, all the answers in there are lights from who? From within. So there you go. If you don't feel guilty, great job for it. So, uh, John, is the truth hidden? Are you walking in your truth? Oh, John, there is a question for you. Yeah, Marshall, maybe I was my fault, but I brought that in because that was a my fault. I breathed Varna, okay, and by the Black Sea, but I have nothing to say that I'm close to wherever the situations are going on around the Black Sea. Just give an example with the boats. Anyway, let's kind of like forgive each other here for this situation that comes up, and let's leave this Ukraine Russia situation and send some love to have a peace in there. Okay, guys, let's do that. Okay, let's do that. So I'll be ready to have my cigarette, my smoke. Wow, it was 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 22 seconds on the clock. So, CF Text, did it change my life for the better? Yes. Did it bring me closer to the divine? Yes. I think that you guys, John and CF, I think you guys have a very kind of like similar questions, similar energies, and I think you guys it's gonna get along if you guys kind of like find yourself at in a Facebook or somewhere. You guys communicate together. There is something within you two that have that warrior from within. I I have a good thing that you guys gonna be brothers in arms or whatever. But there is some kind of like energy like this. I don't know why, but that's how it feels. Oh, I know, Johnny laughing. I can sense the energy. I mean, I can hear your voice now. Yeah, CF. Think about it. So let me know, guys, if you have some more questions regarding this topic. I think that the hardest problem of all this integration is uh, the consideration of you to become your best version. You to make the conscious decision from within you that you are, whatever it's going to happen in life, to put yourself to work to become the best version of self. And it's very kind of like a situation. What kind of self are you going to bring in? Your ego to evolve to your super ego, or soul to your super soul from within you? You're going to use the lower vibes or you're going to use the high vibes. But they are part of your evolution, because once you get to your super ego, when that tower moment comes in, it crashes out, you're in the darkness. They only can see the light from within. You shine the light from within, and now you become within your soul, and you become to understand things. If you look at it from within, you see your darkness from within, you evolve, you work on your aspects and your issues, and you begin to look towards the super soul. So it's kind of like all roads lead to the light, comes in and plays from within in you. Uh, and when you get that integrations within divine powers, you become true to yourself. You become a true happy. You become your true love. You put 100% effort on all areas of life, on your love and your happiness, your relationships, your kids, and everything, work, whatever you do. And it helps you to integrate more and more within as who you are as a higher self. So thank you guys for watching it. Thank you for being here. And let's go and think about it of what you guys want to talk about it. And I want to say thank you for yesterday. You guys came together with this questions. All right. Thanks, Maria. You're welcome, Diana. By the way, yeah, that was a very powerful, rightful questions to be asked, and I appreciate it that you're here because the quality of one video, the quality of one understanding, it comes in from the quality of the questions. Because of the quality of the questions brings the quality of the information. If you don't have a quality questions, that's why I asking you for guys for questions. It won't bring the quality that can kind of like can pull that up during all this our talk and our chats and the very benefits from within. It has to be uplifting, and it is uplifting. Yes, because we're here to improve. We're here to bring something. We're here to crack this inner jail that we are, to crack those limitations, to get out of this cage. And once we get out of this cage, get out of this ego, super ego, wherever the situation is, to cut the ties with these people who create that ego from within us, then we are getting to our true self, to our dreams, to our love, to our happiness. Okay? So I'm not giving 100% to myself. That's what I keep missing. Nobody gives pretty much 100%. 100%, it's not that easy. The 100% comes in like this, CF. Okay. Um. Maybe tomorrow we're gonna talk about 100% a little bit more. I want to give you a kind of like a heads up. Um. So, for example, you say, I'm going to do 5 things. And those 5 things are your current stage of evolution. And they're representing 100% at the current present moment. So, for example, you said, I'm going to do this, you go ahead and do it. I'm going to do that, you can go ahead and do it. I'm going to be getting this, and you go ahead and do it. I'm going to get that, and I'm going to do it. And 10, you do all those 5 things. You do it. You reach the 100% for it. And then when you do those five things and you're really doing it, then once you reach that 100%, there's gonna be something happen to you in there. I won't say what it is. There's something else is gonna happen. You're gonna open to a higher vibrations, but they're gonna be specific that helps you. Uh, yes, that's why the universe put you and I together. Powerful platform. Yes. Yes, they asked me. I had a talks about yesterday, mm, about the platform, and somebody asked me about what is my agenda with the channel, and I explained that the channel is not mine. Channel is the universe. And now, Diana, you kind of like putting it over there, and yes, it's a universe channel. It's not mine. But through this channel, the universe put people together. So also, foreign comes from attachment. So the key is to detach, right? Exactly, John. We attach. Um, that was a quote in Yoda: "Fear to lose." Mm-hmm. Oh, oh, I sense a lot of fear in you. I'm just saying, great, like Skywalker. We haven't done things about Star Wars, but yeah, um, that attachment is fears, and the fear is not love. So you overcome your fears. You find out that the fears they're just the illusion. They're just projections of in your mind. Prevents you from growth, from your truth. I will say things, but they are not truth. And now we have fear of if the people find the truth. And most of the people, they're like this. They suffering from within. They attracting low vibrations in them simply because they are not truth. But you, since you are a high vibrational being, you understand the power of the truth. And here is you change. And the more you change, the better it is. So fear of loss is awful. Okay, I see where you guys going. Right. You guys made a decision. What are we going to be talking about? And tomorrow topic, overcoming fears from within. I think that's going to be the topic for tomorrow. Let me know if you guys agree. Man, my cigarettes is. Okay. Well, I had a cigarette time, but something happened to my cigarette. It's kind of like put itself out for some reason. So, yeah. And I'm very happy for that we have this live chat here. So, we're doing something good. So, pat yourself, guys, on the back that you're here. Or attachment of fear. I told you so. Uh, in Bulgaria, they have a saying: when your cigarette put itself out by itself, that means somebody is wants you, missing you. Think of this. Um, Attachment, overcoming of fear, and attach. All right, guys. Well, let's share some love and peace here. Okay, with everything, because wherever it is what it is. Okay, and let's share some love, and let's come in tomorrow, and we are gonna doing it. I overcoming fear from within. So, uh, face fear without the fear. We'll talk about fears. Okay. See if tomorrow we're gonna do that part. All right, guys. So Thank you for being here. Let me share some love and